Hi folks, welcome back to another Baggage International video. Today I just want to show you a few snaps from a bit of excitement we had. I've called this one Subcopter, and you'll understand why. So now you can get the submersible in free mode, and it just spawns every now and again. This one we picked up here in the dock, in the sort of yacht club area. But there have been reports of seeing them elsewhere, so just keep your eyes open these days. It hasn't, just to reiterate, this one isn't Pegasus vehicle. We didn't call it in. It's one that we found here. So I thought we'd just take it out for a bit of a spin and take it around the ocean and see what things are like in the free mode version. So there's a few sort of shots of the submersible itself. I know most people will have used this at some point or another during the one-player action, or at least borrowed one during the online gameplay, but we thought we'd have a quick perusal around the ocean and just give you a few shots of the sub in as many angles as we possibly can. And it really is a very cool vehicle. You've got the, propeller on the back, which is obviously essential for forward motion, the rudders that swing you around, and actually when you go under the water, you can actually get into first-person mode, which we'll have a look at in a little bit, and you can have a look around inside the sub, which is new for those people in next gen. I know what you're thinking. You've got a sub in the sea. What do you need? You need a helicopter to pick it up and drop it back in the sea from as high as it can possibly go. We were all thinking it. So basically got Captain Piercewick to go and get a Cargobob, and I thought, let's get this sub picked up and see whether it can survive a 8,000 foot drop, or whatever the maximum in-game altitude is, and go from there. That's a little bit of a crash landing there on top of the sub, rather than hooking it up with the hook on the first attempt. As you can see, it's a bit of a bounce. I think the platform element of the sub helped there, so that we didn't sink the helicopter. We're coming for another capture here. I've given it a little bit of forward motion whilst Piercewick gets into position with the hook, and hopefully this should go pretty smoothly. So just he's coming in. We've also got Anton here. He's just watching from another helicopter with a little bit of an outward view, and to get a few snaps for the old Snapmatic option. Anyway, so we've made contact there, being lifted up, and this does take a little bit of time lifting the sub up, so I've cut it down for you, as you can see. So we skip forward a bit, so we've got some significant altitude. I am trying to use the sub's propeller there to level the submarine. I have had reports from Piercewick that that's made absolutely no difference at all, and it's still swinging around in a reckless fashion. But nevertheless, I thought I'd just keep it on because it's a bit of fun. And so we're still climbing here, and we're trying to reach the maximum altitude. Now, something interesting that we did discover with the submarine is that you can only go into first-person mode under the water. You can't sort of get into first-person mode bobbing along on the surface, but you can get into first-person mode whilst you're hovering 5, 6, 7, 8,000 feet above Los Santos. So in a minute or two we'll flick back into first-person mode, because you can get some absolutely amazing views of the mountain range and just the general skyscape, which you wouldn't normally expect to see out of the front of a small submersible such as this one. Anton again, he's still with us here. He's a little bit further down. I think that's a Maverick, difficult to say. Not a massive fan of the Maverick, much prefer the Frogger, but personal choice not and whatnot. But it might be a Frogger. Difficult to say. Anyway, Anton's on a postcard for that one. So we're just about to reach maximum height, and it's really, really lovely sunset. And again, I've said it before, I'll probably say it again. The scenery and what have you in GTA 5 Online Next Generation is absolutely smashing, and well worth enjoying from that perspective. So, action time, maximum altitude, sub dropped, and we're falling into freefall mode. Little or nothing anyone can do about it at this stage. Piercewick and Anton have also chosen to jump out of their helicopters. You could just see there Piercewick free falling from the Cargobob, and the idea is to land as close as possible to the submarine, whether or not it survives this fall. So we're falling from roughly 8,000 feet into the ooh, there we are, splashdown, and you can see from the dials we've dropped down approximately 180, 170 feet. So that's a heck of a drop into the ocean. So quite frankly, I was surprised that even survived that. I was expecting an explosion on impact, but As you'll see if anyone watches the next-gen flare gun video, it seems a bit funny at the moment. You can fall into the sea and nothing really happens, other than a little bit of a bump on the head. Anyway, so we've survived. Great. The subs come down at a great speed, and we're waiting for the others to land as close as possible to the sub. Now it is tricky to keep the yellow topside above the water wash there, and to make it even possible for anyone to land on it, but we'll see how things pan out. And Piersik's first down, absolutely smashing landing, couldn't get better than that. Unfortunately Anton misses it a little bit, but he does swim over for this final sunset shot, which I think you'll all agree is well worth it. And then we've brought the sub back to shore, so I hope you've enjoyed this Baggins International video, and check back for some more. Bye now.